All right, StreamYard is being retarded again. I don't know what's going on. All right, I guess we're live now. What's going on, guys and gals? It's Irish USMC Vet. So back with the National Preparedness Month. Make a plan. Ready.gov. This evening we'll be covering your kit. So for those of you that don't have one, this will give you the generalized idea of what you're going to need, and then we'll also cover what the CDC says. So get my screen share up. Anybody out there, give me a thumbs up. Let me know everything's working right, and we'll get to work. All right, so following along with the make a plan for the National Preparedness Month. So step one that we've covered this week is how will I receive emergency alerts and warnings? What is my shelter plan? 3, what's my evacuation route or routes? And 4, what is my family household communication plan? And tonight we'll be covering, do I need to update my emergency preparedness kit or do I need to make one? And then we'll also check in with the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, and update your emergency plans due to the cerveza bug. All right. So hopefully you could hear me. I can't tell from on here. So when everybody starts rolling in, let me know. All right. So first of all, we're going to check in and about building a kit. So some of you may or may not have a kit. There's mini kits. There's the ditch bag, the bob, there's so many acronyms out there nowadays. So anyways, after an emergency, you're going to need to survive on your own for several days, whether it be in a shelter, your car, campground, whatever. Being prepared means you have your own food, water, and other supplies that last several days. A disaster kit is a collection of basic items from your household that you may need in the event of an emergency. Make sure your emergency kits are stocked with the items for the checklist I'll provide in the link version over here. And we'll cover that. Let me open that, and then I'll get you guys and gals a copy. So here's the list. It's a PDF. You can print it off, laminate it, whatever you want to do, and good to go. All right, so we're going to cover the quick kit here, the PDF. See what we should add, should take away, and this all depends on you. So if you may need other things that I don't, you may live in an arid environment, or I live in a wet environment. High moisture, lots of water around. All right, so additional items you should include in your kit: prescription medications, an extra set of spectacles or contacts and solution. If you have a baby or babies, you're going to need infant formula, diapers, little drop-ins if you guys do those. It's a quick and easy way. You throw them in the bag, and then you don't have to worry about scrubbing the bottles out other than the nipple. Important family documents such as copies of insurance policies, ID card, bank account records, and a waterproof portable container, so a Ziploc bag. Now you can put them in a Mylar and then vacuum seal them a little bit. and then heat seal them. That's or they make the new resealable Mylar bags, so you can do that as well. Cash or traveler's check and change, since change is on a shortage. I don't know where we're going to get change. You can also have gold, silver, whatever you think you may need for barter. And the PDF is being slow. All right, so along with that, you want emergency reference material, such as a first aid book or other information. So you can find that anywhere on YouTube. I have kits that you can get that have for your pets. You can get wilderness survival book, wilderness survival medicine book. Imminent threat solutions has a lot of good information too, as well as other places. You're going to want a sleeping bag or a wool blanket for each person. Consider additional bedding if you live in cold area climate. So sleeping bag, insert, and then a liner preferably. It just helps keep the cootie bugs off. Spray them all down. So I don't have it here, but permethrin, Sawyer's makes it. They also make the water filter. But if you're going to go into a shelter situation, or you're going to camp out, spray your stuff down with Sawyer's permethrin. So to help keep the bugs off. You want a complete change of clothes, including a long sleeve shirt, long pants, preferably hiking boots. Consider putting additional clothes if you live in a cold weather climate, so you can layer. If you don't know about layering, we covered that on Friday. We're going to have a little recap of this, question and answer. So if anybody's interested, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have a recap, question and answer, so we can cover some of this stuff. This recommends a household chlorine bleach and a medicine dropper, so that you can put 9 parts water to 1 part bleach through the dropper. You use as a disinfectant, or in an emergency, you can treat water by using 16 drops regular household liquid bleach per gallon. Don't get scented, color safe bleaches, or with any added cleaners. You should also invest, because carrying a thing of bleach is kind of odd. Sawyer makes a good filter, 200,000 gallons for some of those, and they're around $20 at the big box stores. So I would prefer a water filter over the bleach, but hey, whatever your choices are. There's probably 20 choices. I have MSR pump filter. I have Life Straws. I have Aquamira tablets. So there's a gambit out there. It's your choice. Whatever your kids will take, because adults are pretty well, they'll take whatever. Fire extinguisher. That's always a good thing to have. You should have one in your car. You should have one, 2, 10 in your house. Can't have enough of those. Matches in a waterproof container. I would also venture out to say, get a Bic lighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever you want. Feminine supplies and personal hygiene items such as baby wipes, so you can clean yourself, not only your baby, if you have one. You want a mess kit. So with the mess kit, sometimes you can get the Stanley one, stainless steel cup, or basically a pot, and then there's 2 cups that's inside of it, so you can use that. This says plates, plastic utensils, paper towels, at your own discretion. You want to carry paper, pencil. Get you one of these, but this is not a write in rain. I would suggest write in the rain, so you can scribble down stuff that you see. May need to keep records of something. Whatever. Take some books, games, puzzles, and other activities for the children. Some other recommended items in the kit that you're going to want to get probably water. Okay, so carrying water is a pain in the ass. You can carry a Camelback. 3-liter ones are great. Speaking of water, I just came back from base and I picked up this. It's Aqua Hydrate. It's a gallon. It's got a handy dandy handle on it, and I drink one of these a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but this thing here is fantabulous. So you can buy them on aftermarket, but if you find this somewhere, you can use this just the same. So with that said, you're going to want to carry more than 1 gallon of water per person per day. So because kids use a lot of water, and if you're constantly cleaning stuff, I would definitely go with meals ready to eat in some form or shape, so that all you have to do is add water, tear the side of them off like the old jar heads do, and carry around your trusty MRE spoon. We'll cover that later. Food, you want at least a 3-day supply of non-perishables. So like I said, find something your kids will eat, find something your spouse will eat in the camping section, and bring those along with you, because they're quick, easy. You don't need all the crap. Just adds extra weight. You're also going to want a battery-powered or hand crank or combo radio that has NOAA, with tone alert and extra batteries for both, flashlight and extra batteries. A first aid kit. The extent of the first aid kit is up to you, up to your knowledge. You can always take a bigger, better kit, but you want to make sure that you have enough for everybody in your family, so as not to leave anybody out. And wounds take a lot of stuff, so make sure you have one for everyone. A whistle to signal for help, or if your children get lost, they can use it. Make sure you practice with them to sit down. Make sure that you have bright colored clothing on them, and that they know to sit down, stop, and then blow the whistle. And you want to do it in 3 bursts. Blow the whistle 3 times, wait for a little bit, see if anybody replies. It's all practice stuff. You want to do this now. I did a dust mask. So we know that masks are hard to find right now, so find some dust masks. Kids probably are kind of used to it now since the whole mask pandemic thing. So to help filter contaminated air, plastic sheeting, and duct tape to shelter in place. All right, so here this says this again, and this is in the FEMA updated thing. They're saying that you need dust masks to help filter contaminated air and plastic sheeting, and duct tape to shelter in place. So what that says to me, as an NBC guy, nuclear, biological, chemical warfare person, that they want you to plan for an EMP or something, or a nuclear fallout. Moist towelettes, garbage bags, and plastic ties for personal sanitation. So you can get the bucket with the seat and the bucket drop-ins at the big box stores. And you basically go to the bathroom, you spin it, and it tightens it up. So a wrench and pliers to turn off utilities. A can opener for food, if you have food that needs to be opened with a can opener. My wife bought this one from a lady quite a few years ago, and I think it's made by Pampered Chef or something like that, but I think other companies make them now. But instead of going around the inside of the can, it takes the outside of the can off, so the whole lid pulls off. And that's the one you're going to want. Never had it fail. The other ones do fail. So, and then last on this list is a local map, or a map of your area, or maybe it's a map of where you're going. But you want to have all that planned out, so when you get there, you're not lost. And if it's a bad storm or something, you may or may not see any landmarks. I have to say hello, so you don't feel like you're talking to the wall. I'm eating a steak dinner and listening. Awesome. All right, thank you. I'm glad you guys can hear me tonight. All right, so that's the kit, and that's just a basic kit, but we'll cover more on Friday, September 4th. We have the question and answer section, so you guys could have a day or so to go through the videos and see if there's anything else that you would want to talk about or add or have any questions about. All right, so next we're on to the CDC. I'll just provide a link to this. It's basically all the stuff that they've been pumping to all of us about the cerveza bug facts and how to protect yourself, what to do if you get sick, self-check symptoms, and all that good jazz. So that is 5 and 6 of the let's make a plan on step 1. So on Monday, we done how will I survive, how I receive emergency alerts and warnings, and what is my shelter plan. Then Tuesday, or no, Tuesday we did emergency alerts and shelter. Wednesday we did evacuation and family household comms plan. And this evening we're doing, do I need to update my emergency preparedness kit? Do I have a kit? Yada, yada, yada. And then the link will also be there for you to check the CDC website in case you do have to go to a mass shelter, and what you need to bring and what you need to do. So next week we'll be covering step 2. And step 2 is consider specific needs in your household. And we'll cover that more next week. So what is going on? Any questions, comments? No, you didn't miss it. We're just talking about building a kit and then covering some of the stuff that in case you have to go to a shelter, if you don't have a place to go. I've been talking you up all over town. Hopefully someone will be checking me. So, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hopefully all is well. So yeah, us just really kind of going over the kit tonight. Some of the main things that they recommend you need, and then some of the things that people may not think about, because there's no exhaustive list of what you're supposed to have, and they all things change in the kit depending on your local region. And here I don't need snowshoes usually, or Mickey Mouse boots or anything like that. So in other places they do, and so yeah. So anyways, questions, comments? I provided a link to the PDF to the ready.gov website. Like I said, it's not an all-intensive list, and of course you're going to have to add or subtract depending on where you are. So if you live in the desert, you want to add more water, water collection devices. One thing I did learn that was really interesting in my college course Tuesday is that a full-size oak tree it's transpiration, but it sweats out 85 gallons of water. And I forget if it's a day or an hour. I'd have to go back to my book here. But so when you see people putting bags over the leaves and stuff, that's because the leaves basically have pores on them, and it actually expels water back into the atmosphere. It takes water in and expels it back from the bottom of the leaves. So if you put a plastic bag over a tree branch full of leaves, those leaves have little bitty tiny pores on them. And I won't bore you with all the technical stuff of plant science, but it actually puts water back out. So plus there's technologies now where you can catch moisture out of the air without a whole bunch of other stuff. Mr. TB9 is having a quaint dinner. I didn't know that. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff about plant science. I'm learning right now about plant science. Next week is soil science. So there'll be more gardening videos and stuff to come. So look for that in the future over the winter time, since I'll have some downtime. I won't be doing farming or gardening, so I don't have a greenhouse yet. So, but we'll be covering some of that stuff and maybe have some POIs, periods of instructions on stuff like that. Yeah, oak is amazing. Most plants do transpirate moisture back. All of them that I've read about so far. But you'll end up killing the plant, as where the tree is such a large, large tree. It's a big tree, right? So you won't necessarily kill it if you take and kill a few leaves on a branch. But if you tie your dog to the tree, though, and the chain's loose and the dog can run around the tree and it cuts all the bark all the way into the live part of the tree, that can kill a tree. I love watching stuff about the Purple Heart and how they use it in shipbuilding. Yeah, it's really bad for your lungs though if you don't wear an actual P100 respirator. It'll tear your lungs up. It's really oh man, what's the word for it? It'll scarification. It'll scar your lungs up. So, but you can look that up as well. You can just do a Google search on what woods will cause reactions to your sinus passages and stuff. So if you ever get into woodworking, I know a old Marine vet. He turns ink pens, turns pens, and he used that, and he got sick one time. And so after that, we did a search on it and found out that's what it was. I always wear a respirator when I'm working with any kind of wood or bone, just because I worked in advanced composites for so many years, and it's just really good. It's really good for your health, not to suck all that stuff in, because if you don't have a good dust collection system. Carpenter by hobby, metalworker by, yep, that's kind of my forte. I'm really a jack of all trades. I do have a metalsmith degree, took automotive technology, business management, and now I went back to school for plant science and horticulture. So round it all out. It's all farm work, so. But anyways, I digress. Um, anybody have any kits that they would like to talk about? In-home car kits. I got a pretty cool kit that me and my kids came up with. It's like a blackout kit, what we call it, I guess, is what they came up with. Yes, I'm a blacksmith. Yes. Yeah. I'm actually a metalsmith by trade, but I got into blacksmithing 9 years ago, I think, 9 or 10. One of my older sons wanted to do it, and so we went, and of course he liked it, and I liked it more, and so there goes the journey down that rabbit hole. So like I said, I always put I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I do a lot of woodworking in my garage. I didn't realize how bad it could be. As you should check out my Patriot Bucks parties series. Okay, we'll do Patriot at Dark. And if I don't comment on your videos, it's because I watch them. I don't watch them. I put them in the queue, and then I'll play through everybody's videos that they put out, because I'm mowing, tractoring, working, something along those lines. So I'm always, I very rarely have time to sit down until the winter time. So, but does everybody already have a kit? Do you have a kit in your car? Sorry, guys, stay on topic here. So do you have a kit in your car? The blackout kit is awesome. My daughter and one of my younger sons wanted to put it together. They said, "Oh, what do we do if we have this?" And so at an early age, they've been taught all this stuff. And because we were stationed on the coast, because I was in the Marines, we frequently had hurricanes and stuff like that. So I need to do a video on that. One of the cool things was, though, is we put the duct tape that's glow in the dark on the handles. So when the lights go out, that's, yeah, I know Patriot in the dark. I got you, brother. Hard copy. I'm just glad you're listening, man. I'm just glad you're listening. If you can help one person, that's all that matters, right? I thank you for coming and checking in, though. That's much appreciated, all of you guys. All right, well, if you guys and gals don't have any questions, I'll cut this off. And tomorrow we'll do question and answer on all the stuff we covered this week. I'll do the video hopefully tomorrow on the blackout kit, and get that taken care of so that can be thrown out there in the YouTube lands. And yeah. All right, well, questions, comments, bitches, moans, complaints? I'll give you guys a second to comment. And just for you, I got it to work tonight, Mr. TB9, something scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All right, well, guys and gals, I'm USMC Vet. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down. Bitches, moans, complaints, leave them in the comment section below. What state? Indiana. Define blackout kit. When the power goes out. So when the power goes out, we have a bag. It's an old, I don't think it's a military issue tool bag, but it's something similar to that. And so we put glow in the dark tape on it. So we set it on a shelf that gets light. So whenever the lights go out, you know, we have emergency backup lights. I have one over there. I'll show that too. But the handles glow. So then once you get that out, it has candles, glow sticks, matches, lighter, whatever. I'm not for sure exactly what all's in it. But we have card games and stuff like that just to pass the time until the power comes back on, if it's going to come back on soon. How can I ask a question if you have all the answers? Patriot in the Darks in Michigan. I don't have all the answers. I just been doing this for a really long time. Since 97, 98, somewhere around there. And then I really got into preparedness in 2002-ish when I started on the Watchman, doing the radio show. And then I did that for a while with the Swede. He's on here as well, but he's not putting out videos anymore. You have all the crap. All right, on. Yeah, military got some. Yeah, I don't have those anymore. So, all right, well, guys and gals, I got to get off here. Well, tomorrow we'll do question and answer on the stuff. Hopefully, I might be able to get in a morning muster. That's just the non-child friendly version. These evening ones are more child friendly versions. I'll see, Mr. TV9. You got it all. Got to roll out solar panels and a small set of pedals. Yep. I made one of those bikes. I thought about using it for a torture device for the children whenever they wanted to play their Xbox. All right, guys and gals, I'm out of here. Thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches, moans, complaints. Leave them in the comment section below. Check out the links in the description box. There's tons of them if you want to support the channel. If you want to find out places to find Mother Earth News is in there. SOE hard use gear. If you're looking for hard use gear that's not made in China, there's all kinds of stuff down there. Just check it out. The Patreon link, you name it, it's down there. Check it out. And Mother Earth News has all kinds of great stuff for you guys to look and learn how to do. Lots of DIYs, food, make any kind of thing you want, elderberry syrup, all that stuff. Pretty much free. You can print it off and put it in a binder and have it. Except for Five, Godspeed. Everybody have a great evening or whatever time you find this. And we'll see you guys and gals tomorrow. Thanks for watching.